let's go ahead and open the meeting at 3:31. So we're calling to order the Park Board meeting of September 12th, 2024. And Sarah's taking care of the roll call. We have no additions or deletions to the agenda, no public comments, so we will move to the consent agenda. We do have 6 action items on the consent agenda. Is there any board member that would like to edit this current list? Okay.
No.
If not, I move to approve the current consent agenda as listed.
Second.
Second, Jonathan Bingle. All those in favor, respond with aye or raise your hands.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that passed. Thank you. We have no special guests, so we can move to the financial report from Rich.
I think we're all special guests, but that's okay. Yeah.
We're not guests.
No, you're more family.
Oh, my goodness.
Did he win on that one?
Hi, Rich.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I should acknowledge there's a couple classy mustaches in this room before I get too far into this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's mustache month, just so you know.
We already got
you
to
know
that one.
That's right. And I'm sorry to interrupt this way, but somebody asked me if I had named my mustache, and I'd never thought of that. Have you named your mustache?
No, never
Me
crossed my
either.
mind.
Uh-oh,
We'll have to work on it.
Talk
yeah.
about that.
we could have a contest, I think, don't you?
With that, let's talk
All
about
right, on that note, August financials,
We'll make that an action item for October.
naming rights. Okay, August financials, starting the park side. Really no concerns. You can see, in a minute maybe, there we go. You can see year-to-date expenses still trending below 2-year averages. And then opposite on the revenue side, so revenue's trending higher than the 2-year averages. I do think that first bullet point is just worth noting. I know we talked a little bit in Park Board last month, a lot in Finance last month. We had some program revenues that were falling behind a little bit of the forecast, and are we going to have to make some corresponding expense adjustments? August was a very good month for program revenue. We were $147,000 higher than last August. So as far as a net gain loss, last August was about a $60,000 loss for parks. This year is about a $60,000 gain. So we did good. Do a good job closing that gap year over year. And then second bullet point there, parks has earned 67% of budget revenues and spent about 63% of budget expenses, and just over $1 million for year-to-date revenues exceeding expenses as we go into the fourth quarter kind of burn down of those funds. On the golf side, they had another tremendous month, so just over $1 million in revenues. So you can see there the comparisons, year-to-date expenses trending well below 2-year averages. And then I've talked about this before, the revenues are a little bit misleading. It is all-time high revenues, but that comparison is to budget averages, and we did increase this year's budget quite a bit. So actual dollars year over year are substantially higher. And then second bullet there, year-to-date, golf has earned about 90% of what was budgeted for revenues and spent only about 63% of that. And then as far as a net year-to-date gain loss, they're up about $1.6 million, excluding facility improvement fee, putting that back in with the debt payment just over $2 million. And as you'll see in some presentations today, so there's some planned expenditures coming for those funds. And then last slide. So total rounds played, just over 150,000 through the end of the month. And then you can kind of see the bottom line there. Our green line is where we're tracking this year for actuals, and then kind of a forecast in the dotted line, and then that black dotted line is kind of the budgeted target. So still well ahead year to date. And then we did talk quite a bit in finance about budget, and Bob was going to cover a lot of that in his summary, but all things go well this month. Fingers crossed, we'll be back in October with an actual action item for a budget approval. Any questions?
No, just thanks for your efforts, Rich.
Yeah.
I know we had a long finance meeting, but extremely worthwhile, and I hope everybody's reread the notes and information, because a lot of effort's being put forth just for us to have a knowledge of where we're headed. So that's appreciated. Thank
Yeah,
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank you all.
All right, let's move down to special discussion action items. We do have a policy update report that I know Greta and Hannah and Al and Nick from Parks have been working on. So I believe, Hannah, you're going to start it off. So we'll turn it over to you. Thank you.
Hi, can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome, great. I appreciate the opportunity to give you guys an update now. I think that this will also be a topic that's discussed at the Park Board retreat, which I will not be attending because I will hopefully have my baby right before then on October 14th. So I kind of wanted to just give you guys a heads up about where we are so that at that meeting you guys have a little bit more information and can hopefully this update will aid in your review of the policy that Al and Nick and Greta and I have been working on. Just kind of as a recap, this is a new process that we are putting in place for people who are asking for easements or ground leases or other kinds of what we're calling alternative use of park property. And so they're wanting us to transfer a real property right to them. And we have these requests in all sorts of forms, from, utility easements to access easements to, can we do a water tower in the park, those sort of things. So they're really broad. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a process that helps park staff, park board, and the applicants understand what is necessary to have a benefit for everybody involved. I think in the past, a lot of times it was just kind of focused on, well, are we using this land anyways? No, we're not. Okay, maybe they can have the easement. We really want to try to shift all of our goals and towards our mission, which is to protect the park land, because park land is really a finite resource that deserves our consideration and protection. But we also don't want to put up so many roadblocks that, land that might benefit somebody else and us can't be used in that way. So I will stop, with the long rant and just kind of touch on a few different things in this policy and then turn it over to Greta. I think if you guys have the policy in front of you, it was included in your packet. This is just our draft, and right now it's under review. I think what's hopefully the final review by the city attorney. They've already seen it once and sent back comments. Greta and I and Nick and Al have met several times to discuss it. So we've been through this document quite a bit. If you're gonna, pay attention to anything, I think the most important things for you guys to be considering is our definition of quantifiable net improvement to the city park system. So that's kind of our new threshold for whether or not we're gonna approve applications for alternative use. So that's in section 4.13. And we're leaving this kind of broad because there's a lot of different applications or a lot of different uses that might be requested, and the benefit will be different for all of those uses. So what we're kind of saying here is that, it could be that we're gonna have a payment request. It could be that the benefit looks something different. We're saying that we have the right as the park board to request the applicant to provide details about the appraised value of the affected property, the market value of the property, or the market value of the use, in comparison to what kind of restrictions it will be putting on the land. So that's kind of just one area for you guys to consider and look at, and we'll be happy to take questions about that. I think the other part just to consider is section 6, which is the procedure. Nick and Al created a very savvy online application that people can go and fill out. And it asks for very specific information about what they need, and it gives them the opportunity to upload, maps and stuff so we can picture it. And that application, once submitted, will go to the land use committee and the staff, and by kind of already having all this information in front of us, it will streamline the process. One thing that we are implementing is a $300 application fee, which we think is significantly reasonable considering the amount of time that park staff spends on these applications. So that's kind of another new part of this. We've also reserved the right to request additional fees from the applicant depending on the complexity of the request and the amount of time that it takes for the park staff and the park board to, develop a plan to carry out the request and use and create this new alternative use. So that's kind of my spiel. I would love for Greta to add her 2 cents in this. Like I said, we've all been working on this pretty hard, and I think it's getting to a place where we're almost done, and we're really happy with where it is, and we're happy to take questions, but I'll hand it over to Greta.
Great, thanks, Hannah. I'm reviewing my notes as I'm listening to you, and you covered almost everything that I was planning on covering. I would like to add just a couple things, which one is I've been chair of the Land Committee for a few cycles now, and it's been a little bit frustrating to me that we haven't had a policy. Lots of things come to us, and usually we're asked to make a decision fairly quickly. Usually we don't have a lot of information about what's going on, and I don't know about the rest of the people on the committee, but I kind of feel like I'm not being a team player if we don't just say yes, and I think in the big picture, it'll be very helpful. I think some proposals may not even come to us at all because there is no benefit. And I think other proposals we will have, hopefully there's an application form, and hopefully when it comes to Land Committee, we will have the information in front of us, plus the policy language for us to follow and decide about moving forward to the main park board. And the couple other things, there's some language in the policy that says the follow-up instrument of agreement needs to include the language on the quantifiable net benefit, so that down the road, we'll have it in writing if it doesn't seem to be coming together quite the way that it was presented to us when we first heard it in committee and at park board. Yeah, and I think at one point we mentioned that there was an existing 1999 policy that we started with, but from what I can tell, and maybe Hannah or Al or Nick can confirm, it's been almost a complete rewrite of that policy. It's in your packet. We're going to discuss it at our retreat that's coming up that Hannah's not going to be able to make it to. So everybody please give it a read before the retreat. Let us know if you have questions or particular items that you want to discuss at the retreat. And in closing, I would just like to thank Nick and Al and Hannah for all their hard work putting this together. I think it's, and also legal staff for their good review too. And I think it's looking pretty good.
Thank you all.
Yep.
Any questions for anyone before we move on?
I just have, and maybe we'll get to it, but we do have a request
Yeah.
in our packets. So that seemed time sensitive, so we'll review later in the meeting, or no? We'll wait.
I think that's still going to have to go to the Land Committee.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not something we'll take here. I understand time sensitivity, but we still have to have time to review things, so.
And still the current process is to go to land?
Right.
Okay.
And what we've been doing for the last several months is we've been trying out our application form. So when people have come to us, we've asked them to fill out the form. And that may be what we decide to do here. And we also decided we're going to maybe try out the policy too, even if it isn't official yet. We'll at least use it to help with our thinking.
Yeah.
I think it makes it a better policy if you can work through it a few times.
I think that's a great idea.
Well, and
Nice
I think
active
to
case
follow up,
study.
Yes.
yeah, to follow up what Barb said, having worked on some of the policies, they're quite lengthy and sometimes not descriptive enough. But when I read this, I think it's important for us as a board to remember that an urgency on someone else's part is not necessarily an urgency on ours.
Agreed.
And I think that's what happens to us. We get caught up in this, well, I've got to have it, and then if you look at this, well, if I don't get it by X, it's going to cost me this much more. Well, I really like the part about the fees, because I think of, you know, and I know my salary is not that high, but I do know that staff spend numerous hours in digging and trying to backtrack and find. And what I do appreciate is the fact that we as a board now are being a part of maybe changing and revisiting these policies, whether it be land or whatever, because I get questions now and then again, and we all do, that, well, all of a sudden we have someone here and they're bringing this, well, I want this, or this needs to happen. And then they bring in the TV and, you know, and then we're the bad guys, if you will. But I think now what we're doing is showing right up front, and I really applaud you for that, this is what you have to do in order for us to move forward. So anyway, that's my 2 cents worth, and I thank you for your efforts.
So thank you, and we definitely had the right people working on it.
Yes.
Thank you much.
Yes, indeed.
All right, with that, I guess we will move to committee reports. Kevin is not here. Urban Forestry was canceled. I don't know if anyone has any information for him. If not, then we will move to land with Greta.
And the Land Committee did not meet. Our next meeting is 3:30 p.m. October 2nd at the Hive, Events Room A, and virtually via WebEx.
Thanks, Greta. Recreation Committee, Sally? Can't hear you, Sally.
I'll just unmute,
There
sorry.
you go.
Recreation Committee did meet, and the action item we had is in the consent agenda. We did approve the MOU between Spokane Pickleball Club and Parks and Rec. This has been a great opportunity and a wonderful partnership which brings pickleball community and our park system together. Parks will greatly benefit from this partnership as the money that the pickleball club raises will go to upgrades. And we just saw this with the new pickleball striping at Comstock. Mike Johansson, the pickleball club president, was at the meeting, and he and Jennifer co-presented the MOU. He was not able to come today to our meeting. But he and his board will be a wonderful liaison between us and the pickleball community. So really great stuff there. I want to thank everybody who put that together. Also, we had Owen Esperas, who he spoke with us last month and presented the SISCA report at Park Board. And he came to the rec meeting to talk about all the great things that are going on with Mid-City. And we really do enjoy having our community center guest speakers come to rec committee and share how uniquely special and different they all are and how they're able to serve the community better thanks to the funding that we do provide for them. I would like Jennifer to take a few moments and come up and give a brief update on all the great things that REC has been doing this summer.
Thanks, Sally. Thanks, Sarah. Okay, this is just a quick, fun recreation report of all the summer highlights, just some fun numbers to share with you all. I will go through them really fast here. Sarah, next slide, please. Okay, so here at Corbin Arts Center, we know the beautiful facility there. It has so many camps and runs so many children through that facility. So this summer, 50 camps total were offered at Corbin, and that's not only at the Corbin Arts Center, but also at the Manitoba Park Meeting Room, and new this summer at the Finch Woodland Park Center as well. And so that was 759 day camp participants total for close to 110,000 gross revenue there. So that was wonderful. All that was above and beyond what we did in 2023. And our wellness and enrichment program, again, above and beyond what we did in 2023 with almost 2,000 participants, close to 71,000 net revenue, 254 summer day campers between Merkel, and then again, we offered some science-based camps at Finch Woodland Center as well that was new, so that was amazing. Next slide. I put some hot pink arrows for the most important numbers because there's a lot of numbers on this aquatics slide. The total numbers were the most important ones. Open Swim saw almost 9,000 more visitors than last year. It was kind of interesting. You see that some of the numbers, well, if you look at comparison, I didn't add the comparison numbers, but from 2024 to 2023, some saw fewer numbers, some pools saw fewer numbers than the year prior. And what that saw is that Liberty Aquatic Center saw more attendance and Comstock saw less. And what we're seeing is that people are out there enjoying all of our aquatic centers. They're experiencing all of them more. About 3 or 4 years ago, Liberty was one of our fewest attended pools, and now it's like getting to be one of our most attended. So we love seeing that. So we had, again, about 9,000 more participants than we did last year, our aquatics programs. Of course, we added some more swim lessons for postseason and preseason, and now we had about 900 more participants in those programs. And our aquatic facility rentals stayed about the same. Those rentals are like anything from our birthday parties, our full pool rentals, our birthday party rooms, to even our fun brallas. So that's about everything in there. Those stayed about stagnant, about the same. Overall, a great swim season. No days closed for smoke, which was amazing. Yes. Okay. Next slide. Okay, outdoor recreation. These are some fun numbers. We have such an amazing outdoor recreation program. Andy Fuzak and Casey Hurtado do a wonderful job. We saw a little over 1,100 outdoor participants in total, 570 river shuttles on the Spokane River, 130 kayak tour participants, 90 kayak rentals, 252 summer camp participants. Our summer camp participants for our outdoor programs are something that are really unique. It gets kids out kayaking, rock climbing, doing hiking, mountain climbing, things that they wouldn't normally get to do. It really exposes them to appreciate all the cool nature things that we have in our area. And hopefully they take their parents or their caregivers out to do those things on their own after they do those camps, or exposes them to things that they carry on in their life, in later in life, to be those future life skills. So it's a really special program, and we're super proud of it. Thanks, Sarah. All right, our adult athletics, that is a picture up top at the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex of our summer outdoor volleyball program. We had 42 teams and 252 participants. And our summer outdoor softball had, well, of course it's outdoor, we don't have indoor softball. We had 93 teams, and new this year we have a women's division. We've tried for a couple years to do women's division, and for some reason we had the magical recipe and it worked, and we had fall, spring, and summer women's divisions. So that was really successful, and we hope that that will continue. So 93 teams, and both of those numbers were higher than in 2023. And then our therapeutic recreation just continues to hit it out of the park with continuing to serve more and more people, 420 participants. They do sailing. New this year was our sensory swim program in partnership with Aquatics. They do a ton of partnership programs. They partner with our athletics. They partner with our outdoor program to go kayaking. It's just a true nature of how our whole entire recreation staff work together to provide services for our community. Thanks. And speaking of our awesome recreation staff, all those things that you saw, this is it. This is our team. They hire a bunch of temp seasonal staff, but these are the few that program and coordinate and do all of those amazing things. They do a tremendous job, and if you see them, please thank them and recognize them for all the work that they do. So, thank you. It was a wonderful summer, as always. They do a great job.
That was great.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Jennifer,
Jennifer.
and
Thanks,
thank
Jennifer.
you to your whole team. Really great things. let's see, our next meeting, well, actually, just so everybody knows, we did change the time for rec. We are now at 2:15, and that will be before land. And we've moved it just 15 minutes up to give us a little bit more wiggle room between the two meetings. So 2:15 at the Hive on October 2nd, and also via WebEx.
Thank you, Sally.
Thank you.
Riverfront Park, Jerry?
No, we did not meet. However, it doesn't mean we weren't doing things. So I've asked John to come forward and we also had a consent item on the agenda, I think, which most of you are aware of. So John has put together a few things just to give us an overview cap of what really is taking place other than what you see on TV.
Absolutely.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, Jerry. John Moog, Director of Riverfront Park. It's a great pleasure to be here once again to talk to you about the great things that Riverfront does. August 24 kind of closed out our summer season, and so I thought I would start the presentation with the end of the month. So right here you have Matt Nathanson, and a part of the concert of Matt Nathanson, Switchfoot, and Blue October that happened just at the beginning of September, but it's already passed, so I'm going to count it. Anyways, this is just a excellent type of activity that we had this summer. Matt Nathanson walked through the crowd, hugging babies, high-fiving people, taking selfies while singing and not missing a beat. It was a fun concert, and it just really points to the type of fun activities that we have throughout the year. And so I have very special clicker, and I'm going to try to see if this works. So there you
You're
go.
on, John.
There, fancy. We had
Love it.
we had three concerts that ended our concert season this summer. Ween, John Fogerty, and then also Switchfoot, Blue October, Matt Nathanson. So really great show altogether. I wanted to take a quick break and then also, like Jennifer, really recognize our staff. And here I'm going to toast using a pineapple drink directly from Pig Out in the Park this season. This is the newest item at Pig Out this year, but really recognize staff for their hard work throughout the full summer. We have 22 full-time staff members. Many of you may not know them, and so I'm going to try to start highlighting them as we go, not today, but in future months, so that you become aware of who they are as well. But they work hard, diligently behind the scenes, pulling off over 400 events each year, and then keeping the park clean and then converting the park from one event to one activity to another time and time again. They just do an amazing job, and they did a great job this summer going from Expo 74, the 50th celebration, all the way through our concert series. So thank them for all that hard work. We had two major events. I just spoke about Pig Out. Pig Out was a great event. We all know Pig Out. It's a 6-day event. It happens at the end of August. One thing you may not know is we did an analysis to see just how impactful Pig Out is to the park. This year, the financial impact of the park was $130,000 in revenue to the park for a 6-day event. So that's a big impact for the park and how it supports the city and the Parks and Recreation. Unity in the Community is also another major event, and it's been growing. This is the 30th celebration of Unity in the Community this year. They had a career fair, a helmet giveaway, senior resource center, and a cultural stage as well. So that was a great event, and it continues to grow year after year. One of the new things we implemented this season was a free audio tour with paid admission to the Skyride. And so the banner here you see for scan for audio tour is what you would see if you went into the gondola. That is actually a decal inside the gondola that you can scan for an audio tour. It's a really awesome experience. It's a 15-minute self-narrated tour. It's narrated by Margot Hill from the Spokane Tribe. She was also our chair of the tribal pillar during the 50th celebration of Expo. And it was great to lend her voice. She does a very thoughtful and tasteful adding Salish words through the narration. Obviously, I don't speak Salish. She did a great job of adding that to it. It was a great compliment to the tour. This month, we also took advantage of Pig Out in the Park and launched this just before Pig Out in the Park and put banners in. We did a unofficial survey. Several hundred people applied and gave us our feedback that the reason locals don't go on the Skyride is because they feel that it's too expensive. So we wanted to have a locals-only discount. We launched this just before Pig Out. It's a $5 discount per ticket up to a family of 4 for anyone in Spokane County. All they have to do is show proof of residence, and we'll give them that discount. So this is a slide showing all the other community engagement activities that we had this August. I'm not going to go into every slide, but the little number in the corner shows you how many occurrences of each that we had. So very busy month from that perspective, and a lot of variety. And then finally, the last thing this I want to highlight is coming October 5th, we have Fall Fest yet again, presented by WSECU. They're the sponsor, and this is an event developed in partnership with the Downtown Spokane Partnership and River Park Square. It's the only joint event between the three of us that we put on every year, and it's a growing event. We'll have a wildlife presentation, a pumpkin patch, a community stage, an artist fair, and even more. I didn't want to list them all. I want to keep it. I want to keep the suspense. But please come on down August 5th or October 5th, rather, to enjoy that show. And that's it for my presentation.
Oh, thanks, John. I appreciate it very much. Anyway, I would also like to add that why this, I think, is so important for us to hear from you is that we see, bits and pieces. We attend, various favorite things, if you will. But with what's been happening downtown, and I know Councilman Bengal is very familiar with what's going on, the more we have activities such as you are showing us, especially those that bring in the families, that's what we have to continue to be able to champion. And I'm not sure how we're all going to do it. I wish I had a magic wand. But anyway, I think where it touches on all ages, that's imperative. Pig Out at the park, we were down there and it was just crazy, but fun. So those are the great things. There's never a problem I don't see with parking. Yes, you may have to walk a little ways, but that's fine. But I really appreciate the fact that you did this survey. What's happening? Why aren't we? And the fact that you even took the time to monitor, who's riding, where are they from? And then my last but not least would be a huge thank you to your staff. I think it's any way that we as a board can individually see who they are would be really great. So thanks. Appreciate it, John. With that, October 7th, Riverfront Park will meet again, and we're at the pavilion, and we meet at 4 o'clock. So, and I know as the hours get later in the fall and even into the winter, if you want to come, we can always have a shuttle, a cart come and pick you up if you're at the parking area. So I just want to make that clear that John has made that available for us so that, me in particular, I really appreciate being able to catch a ride to get back to where I'm parked. So with that, thank you, John.
Thank you, Jerry. Golf Committee, Nick.
All right, Golf Committee did meet, and we have an action item. There's Barry. There's Barry.
Hi, Barry.
Well, and don't forget Mark.
Oh, hey, Mark.
And Nick, who's sitting back there. I mean, come on, we have a whole team here.
It's been a while since we've seen Barry.
Yes. It's been too long. And
Yes,
We look forward to your presentation.
and I hope you have lots of
Thank you.
pictures.
I wanted to start off. My name is Barry Ellison. I'm a landscape architect. Wow. And
We're so
I
glad
work
you're
in the Parks
here.
Department. And Councilman, I'm glad that you're here for another few minutes because I'd appreciate your support on this action item. And I do have a comment on the mustache. The mustache is incredible, and I think it is deserving of more than just one name. I think you should. I have a suggestion. I believe the left side should be James Westfall.
Ooh.
And the right side to be Dr. Kenneth Noisewater.
Okay. All righty.
Glad you stayed.
Do you want to submit a motion on that, Barry?
Second.
Sorry.
I think we'll need to follow the policy in that one.
I do have some slides to show you. This is Ridgetop Golf, fabulous contractor, and they're going to be doing some work, we hope, if you approve, on Indian Canyon and the bunkers that are out there, the sand bunkers that are past their prime. And they were the bunkers were actually the revisions or the renovations to the bunkers are actually done by a renowned golf course architect, Dan Hickson. So let me just, it's too small to read up there, so I put some bigger text. And when I convert it over to PowerPoint for Sarah, some of it turned to Chinese or some other language that I don't recognize. So I might fumble a little bit through the presentation. But
Anybody know Chinese?
I honestly don't know what language it was. I pulled out Chinese, but I don't know that one either. Anyway, Indian Canyon Golf Course is a gorgeous place, and I don't know if you've been there recently, but it is absolutely amazing. And here are some of the shots of the course here. And also, it was designed by Chandler Egan back in the 1930s, and it is had this particular style of golf courses, and Dan Hickson understood this style. This is an old shot from back in the old days of one of the bunkers. You can see these nodes sticking out into the bunkers, and they're really cool, and they make it really fun, but they're also really hard to maintain, and they slow down the rate of play, which makes the golf course not only slower in play, but it also makes it more difficult at times too for your average player. Almost penalizes folks like me who can't hardly hit a ball. This is the same bunker today, and you can see this kind of morphed and kind of lost its shape. And that's what Dan Hickson wanted to come in. That's him over there on the left, on my left. Those other two guys, I don't know who they are.
Yeah, you just blanked them out.
Yeah, that's Dan there. And we all met out there, and Dan really jumped into the scope of work. And I mean, even like getting his feet wet, or sandy. And then here's Mark telling where everything is out there. But it's really gorgeous, and the jargon he uses, and these are obstacles that have a particular kind of geometry and lay of the land that really speaks to golfers, even as you're at the tee or halfway up the fairway, and how this obstacle or trap speaks to the golfer. There's Dan again on some, I think they call those, I don't know, hard ridges or something like that. There's those. These guys wouldn't get out of the shot. So he went into some design phase, and Dan's he's mostly a hands-on kind of guy. He works out in the field with the contractors mostly. When we go into construction, he's going to be there. So he drew up, where your total work area is, where your new edge is going to be, and this slide shows some of the gibberish off to the left there. This is Crius SB to MD something. Anyway, I wanted to say that one of the goals, I missed the goals here, was to maintain that Chandler Egan feel. That's one of the main goals. The second one was to improve this positive drainage and stop these bunkers from getting washed out. And then also to improve the ability to maintain the bunkers. Those were our goals with the project. So we sent out an invitation to bid, and we got, we wrote up a scope of work. We gave out the drawings. We invited numerous people, golf course contractors, to come on out, and we
Mr.
walked
Barry?
them through the site. Yes.
Could I take a break just a second? Councilman Bingle needs to leave at 4:15, and in order to get his report, I know now that you've at least gone over the important part of your presentation with the mustache.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead, Jonathan, if you would.
Oh, you
I-
spoiled it.
I know.
No.
I appreciate it. Well, first off, thank you for the Anchorman reference. I appreciate that.
You got it.
Yeah, so quickly, I was on vacation last month, and so I did get to golf our beautiful city courses. They are great. I am not. And so I appreciated the ability to go out there and enjoy. But, the big thing for the city right now remains the budget, and the mayor and her team have done a pretty good job so far with a $25 million budget shortfall. Today it was presented that we're down to about 10.9, which is pretty incredible work. And so excited to see how that continues to come together. That's a combination of mostly finding ways in the budget that we can lean up without losing too much in service, and also some fairly favorable tax revenues, particularly on the utility side. And so that seems like that's coming together. Hopefully in the next couple months we can do it. And again, like I said, I've been impressed by the way that the mayor and her team have been working on that. So hopefully that can come together soon. And then I'm sure that this was brought up at some point, but again, I've been gone for a little bit. But with the grants pass decision, now things like Proposition 1 can be enforced regardless of shelter space. And that was very targeted towards our parks and our green spaces here in town. And so those are things that we can be enforcing regardless of shelter space. And I think that's mostly what I have from the city side.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you,
glad to have you
Councilman.
back.
Yeah, glad to be back.
Yeah.
So Barry, I guess
Thank you.
it's
Thank you,
back to
Councilman. I'll cut to the chase. We put it out to bid. We came in with a bid that's high. It's $299,000. But when you think of the square footage out here, almost 30,000 square feet of land that needs to be turned over, we're talking less than $11 a square foot, which is right in the ballpark where we need to be for landscape improvements. And this is specialty work that people have to come in and do. And it's turnkey. We aren't on the hook for anything else. Typically in these kind of I have a lot of history about Dan there too. I was going to bore you with, but this is some of the work that our contractor does all around the Northwest, and with that, I present this to you as a fair price for this type of work, and I would hope for your approval. Mark is here. I don't know if he wants to add to anything, Mark, or talk about the budget.
No, thank you, Barry, for a legendary presentation once again. I'm just here for any questions, and just to say that I couldn't be more excited for this project. I've played Indian Canyon I've been playing Indian Canyon for a long time, and really the only chink in her armor has been the bunkers, really. With her new irrigation system and things like that, she is really beautiful, and I think this addition will take her to the next level. So, I'm just here
Mark,
to answer any questions.
Is this a 2024 budget item?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
coming out of the
Construction
capital
should
for that?
start mid to late September.
Okay.
And Barry, too, if I could just clarify, even though $299,000 is a big investment, but our original estimate was right at $300,000. So it came in right on what we estimated, so.
Another thing I'd like to add really quick too is the timing of this project couldn't come at a better time, because we're going into our slower season, especially at Indian Canyon. Historically, they close around Halloween. They don't get past that much. Also, when you put new bunker sand into a bunker, usually it's a little bit fluffy, at first, if we did it in the spring per se. And when you hit a ball in there, it's conducive more to fried egg lies. You even get some sand in your shoes sometimes. But if we allow that sand to naturally compact over the fall and winter seasons, we should come out with beautifully weathered sand that's nicely compacted, and we didn't have to do anything to do that. So value add there, again, should be fairly less impactful in terms of revenue-wise, since we're doing late in the year. It's not like a springtime thing where we are a lot busier. So the stars really aligned for this, and I couldn't be happier.
Well, I think it's about time. Yes, she is a beautiful course, but those of us who know about sand, I just call it, that's where my beach ball goes. So carry an extra one just in case. But anyway, if you think back to how long it's been since this course was established, and here we are today, they have lost their dressing. Their formals are just withered. So along the way, if we can continue to take a few pictures, which I think Nick is pretty good at that, that will be great.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yep, very much needed. Long time coming. Looking forward to the upgrade. So, anybody else have any questions? All right. Hearing none, I'd like to make a motion to accept the Ridgetop Golf Indian Canyon Golf Course bunker renovation construction contract in the amount of $299,618.14 plus 10% administrative fees and tax.
I'll second that.
Awesome. I think we got Sally on that one.
Oh, you have a
Maybe.
duel.
Duel, yeah. All right. Any final comments? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate
Thank you.
getting this put together and
Thank you so much.
doing the presentation.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It's
we
great.
also-
It's really good to see you back there.
Love to be here.
We also had another action item that went through the consent agenda concerning new pumps and a pump house at Qualchin, which will, significantly improve our ability to provide water to that course for a long time coming. Ultimately, we still have some sprinkler work to do there in the future, but this is laying the groundwork for whatever we want to do to improve that in the future. We also talked about the city golf championship and got a good report out from Mark about how that turned out. Sounds like it was a great event again this year, and we had a full field with a number of folks on a waiting list. So that tournament tends to just continue to grow and grow, and it's just one of those pretty amazing things for the golf community here to really be able to be a part of. So look forward to that continuing in the next few years, or in the future years for sure. And then, of course, our golf financials are looking awesome. We're not only rounds have gone up this year quite a lot. We've had great weather, no smoke, and our improvement fees have also not only kept up with our loan payments, but outpaced those as well. So, all in all, golf is really looking good, both financially and just from a course perspective. Playability is amazing. The course conditions are amazing. Nothing but really good comments from the golfers that I know. So, a lot of work goes into it from Mark and from the pros and the superintendents and everybody that works on the courses and with the courses. So just kudos to everybody, and I look forward to a strong ending of this season and a good winter before we start up again next year. Our next meeting is October 8th at 8 a.m. in the Hive or virtually via WebEx.
Thank you, Nick, and thank you, Barry. Great presentation again. All right, the Finance Committee met September 10th, 2024, 3 p.m. at the Hive Meeting Room. We did have 2 action items that were discussed, and they were moved to the board meeting as part of the consent agenda. I did have some great financial slides to show tonight, but without a clicker, I'm just going to move past those. So we'll go with a recap of Rich's presentation on the budget. Rich presented updated departmental budget models based on the best available knowledge of 2025 and 2026 biennial budget allocations from the Spokane City Council. Parks fund primary revenue generating departments, Riverfront Park and Recreation, provided models that included reducing or eliminating programs, increasing program activity fees, or a blend of both. Parks leadership has developed a small task force to review each of the department's planned budget actions and their impact on the Spokane community. Urban Forestry is working with their task force in researching potential solutions that combine permitting process with other city departments. Parks capital budget has allocated funding for Meadow Glen and Coeur d'Alene Park, because matching grants that will be included in the biennial budget. It remains a priority to increase budget allocation to Parks capital budget, which meets the direction provided by our master plan respondents. The current plan is to complete the 2025-2026 biennial budget and present that at the October board meeting for approval and distribution to the City Council for their review. The Park Board will be provided an opportunity to review and revise the 2026 budget during the middle of the biennial cycle. And then the next finance meeting is scheduled for 3 p.m. October 8th at the Hive Events Room B. And Jennifer, DVC, take it away.
Okay. The DVC did meet yesterday, and Fiona presented a very nice alternative to our base camp, which had been the sort of newsletter that our participating friends groups had been using to share information in terms of fundraisers, ask for help with resource allocation and where to find volunteers, that kind of thing. And so that will be switching to a Facebook private group, sort of Facebook and Teams kind of effort. And that exchange of information is, again, why we formed this committee and so important to our friends groups being fostered and supported. The friends groups did share information. Friends of Manitou held their plant sales. They are engaging in a strategic plan for developing their board and defining goals. They are considering future fundraisers. And of course, Holiday Lights is little more than 3 months away, believe it or not. So already beginning to fundraise for that. Their children lecture series was very successful. Their adult lecture series is beginning, and they finally did install the Ken Spearing bike rack. So that was a great thing. Lee Williams reported that Friends of Coeur d'Alene Park had a great concert series, netting about $3,500 for their Innovia Endowment Fund. But they are seeing an increase in security issues because of the activity that the police are engaging in to clamp down on illegal activity in downtown. Those folks are moving into Coeur d'Alene Park, and so we need to be on top of that. Of course, Parks is not an enforcement agency, but we will need to have our partners in the police department help us with that. The Spokane Farmers Market is continuing, I think, almost up until Thanksgiving, and it is Saturdays and Wednesdays from 8 to 1. Lindsay Shaw, who is our Logan District 1 representative, reported that they are having similar challenges with homeless activity in their district, resulting in some fences going up and restricting access to some green space that had previously been available. So to help foster a sense of community and provide positive activity, tomorrow at Mission Park, there is a party from 4 to 7. It's the Logan Block Party. Please come. The Hilliard Senior Center will be providing some great entertainment, and there will be food, and it's important to show that park some support. So please go between 4 to 7 at Mission Park. And then the Friends of the Bluff reported that their Rocket Gulch their Rocket Market party, which netted about $2,200, was a rockin' success in terms of music, and that they are hoping for the Rocket Gulch Stair project, there we go, to be moved forward. Looking forward to hearing from the city and others about bids, and they are very enthusiastic about providing support, including financial support to that effort once they have a cost estimate. So they are enthusiastic in supporting our efforts there with the Bluff. And our next meeting we are moving to a bi-month or every other month schedule. So our next meeting will be November 13th, and we are moving to noon because we have some individuals that are attending, representing our friends groups that are working, and it's better for them to have a noon meeting during their lunch hour so they can log in, as it were, either online or by phone. So noon, November 13th. For those of us who are in person, we will still be at the pavilion. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. And it's certainly great to emphasize, as you stated, the exchange of ideas between our community members. So often we hear, this came up, we don't know how to deal with it, and someone else, well, this is how we dealt with it. You know, it's been great to see the interactions.
Yes.
Moving to reports, the President's report. Based on input from our board members, October 18th has been established as the date of our fall retreat. And I'm sorry, Barb. We have the pavilion scheduled as the meeting location, but we'll continue to look at alternate sites. Further information will follow. Jerry and I have met with Parks leadership to develop an initial agenda, and we'll welcome any additional agenda suggestions sent to us at our city email. And as a reminder, I know I sent out an email or forwarded an email from Kelly Brown earlier this week, but the Friends of Manitou invitation to their evening reception in the Japanese Gardens on September 19th from 5 to 7 p.m. It'll give us a good chance to meet with some of the board members from the Friends of Manitou. So then our next park board meeting will be Thursday, September 12th, 3:30 at City Hall and virtually via WebEx. So we can go then to our liaisons. Conservation Futures, Nick?
No update. Conservation Futures did not meet.
Okay. Foundation, Barb?
Well, I'm just excited. I'm going to take everybody's time. I have 12 items, so it's top 12. This is from the Spokane Parks Foundation. This summer, through community grants and Make a Splash, they were able to contribute almost $35,000. And I'm just going to quickly go down the list. $10,000 for swim lesson scholarships, drowning prevention clinics, and lifeguard certification fees. $4,000 for Spokane Parks and Recreation outdoor adventure and flag football at summer camp. $5,000 for therapeutic recreation services program support and scholarships. $3,500 for new disc golf course baskets for the High Bridge Disc Golf Course. And $6,000 for Northeast Youth Center's summer park field trips. $2,000 to stripe new pickleball courts in Comstock, which we heard about earlier. $4,000 to the West Central Neighborhood Council for accessible picnic tables and mounted grills in AM Cannon Park. In addition, they were pleased to have the opportunity to provide an additional $19,000 to the following programs that took place in city parks this summer. Spokane Eastside Reunions Association annual summer basketball camp at Underhill Park, Spokane Mounted Patrol, Spokane Police Activities League, World's Relief Family Fun Day in AM Cannon Park, and Lincoln Heights Neighborhood Council Meet Your Neighbor in the Park event. Finally, Yvonne Trudeau, their executive director, wanted to thank park staff with pizza at the employee picnic, and they're so grateful for the partnership that they have with all of us and appreciate what we do. The end of my report.
Thank you, Barb.
Thank you.
Well done on the top 12 list.
Thank you.
All right, Councilman Bingle already presented, so we'll go to director's reports. Jason?
Thank you, Bob. Hello, Park Board. Another great month, as you've heard from the colleagues that have been up here already, busy, and I won't go back over their highlights. John did a wonderful recap of Riverfront Park. Jennifer did the same for recreation. A couple things to touch on that we haven't yet discussed. With our construction projects, park planning's been busy. Barry, of course, talked to you about new projects coming up, but we also have the High Bridge Dog Park and Underhill Sport Court, which are underway, and we will share with you opening dates once we're a little further along in the construction schedule. Bob, you did a nice job of talking through the budget process. But we're going to brag a little bit about these two grants, the Meadow Glen grant and the Coeur d'Alene Parks grant through the RCO, Recreation Conservation Office. These are huge grants for us. These are good wins. We're tickled, and I'm a little too too short to get up on the tabletop and dance for you, but if I could, I would.
Diane?
I need some help. I need Garrett could easily step up there, but I don't quite have the height. But this is a really cool thing for us, and yes, our challenge is to find the match money, and we have a very easy solution, which we can talk about hopefully in the future and present something to the voters. But this is a wonderful opportunity, two wonderful opportunities ahead to do things and provide new services and locations to the Spokane community, or improve upon the ones that we already have. We're also underway with outreach and planning for the Outdoor Learning Center at Peoples Park that I think you remember we talked about in a previous park board meeting. Jennifer talked, Papich talked about recreation, but moving forward, even though summer's done, our fall guides are out, and we would love for you to pick one up. If they're not already in your mailbox, you can pick them up throughout the city at grocery stores and community centers and libraries. Lots of fun ways to keep yourself occupied with the upcoming fall and winter months that are ahead. We have great registration underway for our fall softball with 89 teams, and adult flag football kicked off with 18 teams, so we're doing well there. Finch Arboretum is probably one of the last things I'll talk about. We have a survey that's open right now about the willow tree, and you know, it's moments like this that are wonderful reminders of not necessarily wonderful what happened to the tree, but that our places and our parks matter. We've had 1,000+ responses about the willow tree. I mean, 1,000 responses. That's just overwhelming and touching, that the tree means so much to this community. We'll make decisions forthcoming. And finally, the park management team who you met, they attend the retreats, about 15 members of us. We're under some growth and professional development. We're taking an optional 21-day equity challenge that Katie Anderson, who I've brought down here, our inclusion specialist, and then we have some training, emotional intelligence workshops scheduled for us in October, and then we will begin rolling some of these opportunities out to the entire park team in the future. So it's just been a wonderful way for us to kind of recenter ourselves and find opportunities to get better at our craft. So with that, I thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you next month.
Thank you, Jason. All right, we have no executive sessions. We did have the correspondence, the email dated September 3rd. That is in your packet. Certainly you can review it, but it involves requesting easement within the Fish Lake Trail area. All right, any other comments or questions before we adjourn?
Two quick ones. I know
Okay.
Barb's giving me, I know you want to get out of here.
No,
You always are looking
no,
at the record.
Do I look like I'm
no.
ready to go?
Just to expand a little bit on the outdoor classroom and just to give a little bit of kudos. So, you know, as the first day of school approached, working with SPS, they were able to build the curriculum. So we have 18 full-time students from various ages utilizing right now Highbridge Park and Peoples Park, because Highbridge Park, we have a shelter, there's restrooms, there's accommodations there. And I don't think park operations knew in the beginning that they were going to have such an integral role in this. But I just want to thank Al Vorderbruggen and Carl Strong and team, because they've been the day-to-day contact on the text string and of the kids down there, our nonprofits, working with SPS, and just working and learning as we go. Just as the kids are, we are as well. And so I just want to thank them, because it's amazing what we see the park ops team do. And I've gotten this from a few different citizens just recently as school's gotten back. Before a lot of our citizens even wake up, our park ops team is out there cleaning up our parks, roving the parks, making sure the parks are safe. And so I just want to thank that team as we move forward. And then also, we're pretty excited. So we're not sitting on the potential investment on the levy and what the potential partnerships are. We're meeting weekly with our potential partners, and we're pretty excited to share what will come out of that at the park board retreat. So more to come.
Thank you, Garrett.
Thanks, Garrett.
Anything else? If not, I will adjourn at 4:34. Thank you all. Thanks for your participation. The meeting went well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good meeting, Bob. Thank you.
Thank you.